So today we have a last satsang. Like, जय जय देवी दयाल हरि
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 जननी सरस्वती पालय मां
जननी सरस्वती पालय मां
जननी सरस्वती पालय मां
जननी सरस्वती पालय मां
चतुर्मुख भादे मां पाहि
चतुर्मुख भागे मां पाहि
चतुर्मुख भादे मां पाहि
चतुर्मुख भागे मां पाहि
वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी
वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी
वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी
वाणी सरस्वती वाग्देवी
जय जय देवी दयाल हरि
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 दयाल हरि
दयाल हरि
Many of you may be wondering what is the Dayal Hari? It is not Daya Lahari. It is a Daya Lahari. Lahari means the ocean. Daya Lahari means the ocean of compassion. That is that. Otherwise, if people will wonder the Daya Lahari. We can. Narayan Hari, like Daya Lahari. It's not like that. Most metaphors, waves, ocean, etc., fall short of understanding Brahman. Yes, no example is exactly like the illustrated matter. Drishtanta and Dashtanta, the Dashtanta means the main subject matter, there will be always some difference. Drishtanta has to fall short, then only it becomes Drishtanta. Drishtanta means which is something similar to the main subject matter. It should not be identical. It will fall short. Scientists suggest that universe consists of tiny quarks. Also, electrons vibrate at high speeds. Also, living entities and store materials, soil. How to reconcile or concile all this? See, we try to understand the nature of Brahman with the help of Shastra. Main pramanam is Shastra. Shastra is revealing the nature of Brahma, which is Atma. And in keeping with the vision of Shastra, we try to adopt some example. So, we do not have commitment to the example. We have commitment to the vision given by Shastra. So, to the extent it fits in, we take that much part. Like Rajju Sarpa example, we take it to the extent it is relevant. If you take too much the Rajju Sarpa example, people will have problem. Why? Because in Rajju Sarpa example, Rajju, the rope, is the Adhisthana and Sarpa is superimposed. Rajju is inert and snake is living being. So what will people say? Similarly, Brahman is inert and the world is alive, living being. So that is not intended. Vivakshitamshe eva drishtantaha. So in the intended aspect alone, example should be taken. So if quartz, it is made up of quartz, all right. and it is vibrating, let it vibrate. Vibration does not bring the liveliness. Only life has, of course, in science has got difficulty even in categorizing a live entity and non-living beings. You know that what is called virus, they have difficulty to put them in this category or that category. So they have difficulty. They have a difficulty, no? So when they are on their medium on which they are parasite, then it is alive living beings. Otherwise they are non, they are only mass. So, so we have definition of life means life is where this sentiency is, and for us where Chidabhasa is. So we are not so particular about something is vibrating or not vibrating. Something is considered to be live based on its ability to respond to environment. Something like that, we go by the reflection of consciousness and some symptoms like this response to the environment. कृपया हम सबको जानने से बहुत सी प्रेरणा मिलेगी कि आपके 2 साल लंबा वेदांत शिविर कोयम्बतूर विद्यार्थी के जीवन पर क्या आध्यात्मिक परिवर्तन हुआ। कुछ विद्यार्थी आगे कौन से अभ्यास कर सकते हैं, ये शिविर आप कब दोबारा सिखाएंगे। प्रवेश के लिए अधिकार क्या होना है। Okay, so this person I will talk to him in Hindi, then he can see me in person. Who has asked this question? Is that person available? You are there. I will talk to you after this, because I have to answer in Hindi, so most of other people present will not understand. I can answer in Hindi. No. Okay. You understand English, no? Then why you wrote in Hindi? सामने को अच्छा लगेगा. In Rajasthan, they say that Rajasthan is in camel is in Gujarat. Then if you put some sand, no, that camel will give gold. Camel will give gold if you put sand. So similarly, Swamiji को हिंदी सुनने से बहुत अच्छा लगता. Anyway, he is asked about that if anybody studied in the 2-year Vedanta course, was there any change in the spiritual change in their life? Yes, there is a change. And afterwards, some of them are studying. In fact, some people I send them to study further. Some of them are studying with me. That happens, and they will be studying different sources. We are not very particular that they have to study under us again. They can study on their own. Yes, शिविर आप कब दोबारा? This I am conducting one camp in Coimbatore. July I am conducting. Here I am not sure, because now next year I am starting one course in January, and therefore I will be busy. So here only March, April. That time I will be busy then. Therefore next time here I may not be able to come. प्रवेश के लिए यह शिविर आप यह means if you mean the 2-year course, then it will be January 2024 we are starting. What is the adhikaritvam? Person should be below 60 or around 60, 1 or 2 years we can give discount if person's health is okay. We'll make them run up to. We have one temple on the hill. So if person is above 60, we make them run. So if he can run, we. Just a lighter way, person should have good health, so that he is able to attend a class, because every day 6 classes will be there. The exemption not allowed. So you have to attend. Here you are doing meditation, okay, not okay, it's okay. There it is not. In the course, it is you are supposed to attend all classes. That's why I am known for my discipline. No? So many people don't come. बोले कि वो दूसरा आश्रम में जाए. We will go to other ashram. In fact, I want those who are afraid of this following the routine, they should not attend the course. They can just simply attend. Some camps are good. In camps, more freedom. If you attend, don't attend, doesn't matter. But in the course, we are very particular. Because the Gurukulam is spending a lot of resources on them. So if they don't have sincerity, enough sincerity, then it is a wastage of resources. So we don't want to do that. So if person is ready for that, he comes. We are not forcing. Otherwise, they can attend simple camps, they can listen recording at home. All these are allowed. But if you come to Gurukulam, then Gurukulam not for otherwise visit no problem. No? People will be afraid of visiting also. As a visitor, you don't have any restriction. You can come and you can attend the class. You don't attend, doesn't matter. For visitors, not any rule, okay? So don't be afraid. Oh, Swamiji, I wanted to visit, but after sunke humko, by hearing this, I am afraid. Don't be afraid. For visitors, such rules are not there. Only for dining out, you should come on time. That's all. Only that much only. For classes and all, we don't insist. But if you are a part of the course, that we do expect that certain disciplines, regularity. Once in a while, person falls sick, it is okay. But if it is say, Swamiji, I have got this problem, so I will not be able to attend this for 1 month or something, then we may reconsider the admission. So we have certain disciplines. In fact, all these things we write in the application form itself. That this 26 class, are you ready? Do you find yourself fit to attend all 6 classes? All these we ask. So many things we ask. Our application form is very big. One person was put up with that. So we do all this so that from different angles we give many what is called indicators that what you are in for. Therefore we get very small crowd only, and we are okay with that. How the difference between the seer and the seen is resolved in Brahman. Both of them are the manifestations. Yes, that is what our result. The seer and seen, both of them are manifestation of one Brahman who is neither seer nor seen. The seer and seen are manifestation, but the Swarupa, the nature of both the manifestation is Satyam Gnanam Anandam Brahma. Brahman is free from qualities, but what is the Satchidananda? They are not qualities, they are nature. Like fire, this blue color is the quality, but being hot, the heat is nature. Heat is not a quality of fire, heat is the nature of fire. Similarly, Satchit Ananda are not the qualities of Brahman. There is no Brahman minus Satchidananda. And Sat alone is Chit, Chit alone is Ananda. And therefore, Satchidanandas are not 3 qualities of Brahman. Satchit Ananda itself is Brahman. Sat is Chit, Chit is Ananda, and that Satchidananda is Brahman. There is no Brahman apart from this Sat, or apart from Chit, apart from Ananda. In first class we saw everything in this world, this Jagat is Ishvara. In today's session we saw that each and everything in this Jagat is Maya. Brahman has manifested in terms of each and everything in this world. Their power, the power of Maya. So that means Ishvara is also Maya. Ishvara has got one aspect Maya. Ishvara has got 2 aspects. One is Brahma aspect, other is Maya aspect. And Brahman and Maya together are manifesting as this world. So whenever you see anything, it has got 2 aspects. One is existence aspect, other is name and form aspect. Name and form is a manifestation of Maya, and existence is the nature of Brahman. We don't say existence is a manifestation of Brahman. Existence is Brahman. So that is the difference. So Maya, Ishvara is not Maya. Ishvara is Brahman with Maya. And Ishvara is Ishvara as Ishvara. As Swamiji yesterday said, Ishvaratva status of Ishvara is Mithya. We can say Ishvara also is Mithya, but to be precise, Ishvara has got two aspects. One is the Upadhi aspect, other is Swarupa aspect. And Upadhi aspect is referred to by the word Ishvaratva. And that Ishvaratva means Ishvaraness, which is referring to Upadhi aspect is Mithya. Therefore, we can say Ishvara is Mithya, but to clarify the point, we say sometimes Ishvaratva means Mithya, means Upadhi aspect of Ishvara is Mithya. We have been attending AVG teachings for a long time, but no significant change has occurred, which is perhaps due to the lack of sincere efforts. However, in remaining short life, what can be practiced to get moksha in this life? In life or lives for sure, or life or lives for sure. For sure, guarantee. For guarantee moksha. Yes. So mere attending the camps is not enough. Like Swamiji yesterday told very nicely, Yame Vaishya Varunate Tena Labhya. Means this needs to become my first priority and afterwards only priority. We want helicopter and moksha both. So our priorities are divided. And moksha is like a jealous purushartha. He doesn't tolerate anything else. So when my focus is only on moksha, the artha, kama, dharma are not my purushartha. Then only this moksha is possible. So for me, the moksha is initially first priority. Then afterwards, moksha is the only priority. Then only moksha is possible. So sincere effort is required. Why is it so? The simple reason is this. When you are having this priority for something else, then you are giving reality, you are giving value to that thing, you are looking upon that thing as the source of your happiness, which is anti-Vedanta teaching. Vedanta teaching is that I am the only source of happiness, I am the only source of security, and that is the final vision which gives you moksha. And therefore, what happens? Our giving priority to other things is going against the vision of Vedanta. We don't say that you should not eat or you should not go for a walk, etc. All the time sitting in the room and meditate. That's not we are expecting. You can enjoy this puri sabji, whatever is given, no problem. But that is not your priority. Swamiji, in Anaikatti, is a Bandara there? So then I cannot come. So that is your priority. Then moksha is not possible. So many people are committed to that. Oh, I want this. I should be allowed to do some commercial transactions when we are in the course. Means we should be allowed to do some online work. We tell that also. No online any business is allowed. In this case we suggest they may do secretly. Online classes giving or taking classes also not allowed. We should have this priority. The people have so many things they want to do at a time. Means they do not have commitment to this moksha pursuit. Then it doesn't happen. Therefore, one needs sincere effort. And for that sincerity to come, you have to understand the limitations of all purusharthas. And you have to understand this alone is real purushartha. Which Swamiji used to use the word purushartha nishchaya. This is the only purushartha. More you grow in your understanding about moksha, you do not have choice. You feel you have choice because you do not have sufficient clarity about what moksha is. When you understand what moksha is, you become choiceless. Moksha alone becomes purushartha. So first thing, as person has asked, what is the sure way? You develop this value for moksha and lead the life of prayers and lead the life of prayer and prayerfulness. Start with that. People want that final thing first. You have to start first thing first. Always do this. Follow this principle. First thing first. You want to learn Sanskrit and you say I will start with Panini. We don't start with Panini. First we will start with alphabets. And then small simple words, then you start with Panini. Panini is a grammar system. So it's first thing first. So don't jump to the last step. So try to follow the life of prayers and prayerfulness and try to see the limitations of all other pursuits and see the significance of the pursuit of moksha. Then we will grow further. I have the following questions in my mind. Please resolve them. I think first one he has struck up, so I don't go for that. Please explain conscience and subtle body, I suppose, in easy words. First, I will explain subtle body. The body which you are seeing seated in front of you is called gross body, Sthula Sharira. Why is it called Sthula Sharira? Because it is available for perception. You can see this body is available for me to see, available for you to see. Therefore, it is called gross body. Sthula, in Hindi and all, Sthula means mota. Even person is thin, his body is called Sthula Sharira only. And this Sthula Sharira itself cannot work. There has to be some energizing factors, some cognizing factors. Because when a person dies, then the gross body is available. Something is not there, whose presence was making this body alive. So the body, the inner body, whose presence makes this body alive, that body is called subtle body. Subtle why? Because it is imperceptible. And it is making this body alive, sentient, in whose presence this body becomes, gross body becomes alive, functional, is called subtle body. And this subtle body is divided into 17 parts sometimes they 19 parts. It is based on our experience only. We can match with our experience. We have got this organ of talking, organ of holding things. See, sometimes hand is there, but if somebody has got paralysis, then he cannot hold things. It means there is some faculty. That subtle faculty is a part of subtle body. So we have got talking power, talking faculty, holding faculty, locomotion, procreation, excretion. All these functions are there. Similarly, seeing is there, hearing is there. So all these things are there. Even though sometimes person may have got this physical eye, but still he cannot see. It means there is some factor involved which is making this body sentient and which is making all perception possible. That body is called subtle body. And the subtle body is 5 organs of action, 5 organs of perception, 5 prana. Prana means this energizing factors, and mind, intellect, memory, and ego. These are these 4 factors. So 5 plus 4, 19 factors are there, which are constituting subtle body. And this conscience, I hope the person means conscience.
Consciousness. Swamiji.
Huh?
Consciousness.
Consciousness, you mean? No. You ask this question. Consciousness is that reality which is making even the subtle body conscious. Subtle body by itself it is inert. But subtle body is becoming conscious because of the reflection of the ultimate reality called consciousness. So the ultimate source of the status of being conscious on the part of the body, senses, mind is called consciousness. So that which makes non-conscious mind conscious by its presence is called consciousness. Alright. And this consciousness, even though the word ness is there, but it is not a quality. See, generally the word ness indicates a quality, it is abstract now. Like treeness, the fatness, kindness. So ness generally indicates quality. But here, consciousness is not a quality of something. Generally people understand consciousness as a quality of the mind, or consciousness is a quality of the brain. It is not a quality. It is the substantial entity. In fact, in the vision of Vedanta, that alone is substantial entity. Alright. And if all are Brahman, then why there is a distinguishment of Kshatriya, Vaishya, Brahmana, Shudra? It is based on the body. Only based on the body. So even though everything is energy, but something is gold, isn't it? Everything is energy only, no? Still we have division. How many elements are there? 100 plus. Mendeleev you will study. Mendeleev, no? So many are there, but all are energy only. Possible or not? So everything is Brahman, but based on the body, that classification is given. What is the difference in manifested and unmanifested state? In manifested state, it has got functions, it has got name, it has got form. In unmanifest state, is not available, we are not able to see the form, therefore name will not be there, function will not be there. Like, in this atta, the flour, roti is there or not? Roti is there? If roti is not there in the atta, you cannot make roti out of it. See, in clay roti is there? Not there. In the atta also roti is not there. So absence of roti is common in clay and flour. So then I should be able to make roti out of clay also. Isn't it? And therefore, this flour alone has got this roti. But it is not available in it that roti form. And therefore we don't call it roti, we call it flour. And it doesn't function also. Atta doesn't function like roti. If you eat atta, you will have stomach problem. Roti, if you won't have stomach problem. And another better example is, in curd, butter is there or not? There or not? But if somebody calls, give me butter, can you give curd now? If somebody asks that, do you have butter? You will say no. Why? Butter is not available to do the job of butter. Why? It is in unmanifest state. So butter is there, but not in the form of butter, not having the name butter, not doing the function of butter. That state is called unmanifest state. It is there, but not having form, not having that name, not having the function. That state of a thing is called unmanifest state. Whenever yajna is done, then is there any air pollution due to the smoke of the fire? There might be, if it is wood used is not proper, If dry wood is not used, then there will be smoke, and even otherwise smoke will be there. But along with that, some other the ghee and all other things are there that are purifier also. So whatever little pollution is there will be neutralized by that. I hope so. And we are not seeing from the visible result. So people think that how the ritual works, it is fire will create some smoke and smoke will create some energy, etc. We don't believe in that. It is not that it creates some vibration in air. That is not that. That is a scientific way and we don't accept that. It creates some invisible result. It might be creating some pollution as well if wood use is not dry completely. Because some say that it causes air pollution, whereas some say that it purifies the air. Both it happens. Some elements are there which purifies the air. Some are polluting us. We do accept that. But just because it is polluting air, we will not stop doing it. And even the car and all this creates some pollution. Are we stopping this using? We are using. So if that we don't stop, why should we stop this? Yeah, we should try to minimize that. But based on that argument, we should not stop. Use better wood, dry wood. All this we can take care to minimize the pollution. Very good. All right. Any question? Okay.
It's told about virus.
Huh?
Virus you
Ah.
mentioned. Even this coronavirus also is a dead mass condition. So if it goes inside our the lungs, then only it gets life back from the oxygen we breathe. If it goes into the stomach, it goes along with the motion. It doesn't create any problem. So that it is
Yes. All right. Anybody?
Pranam Swamiji. My question is that yesterday Swamiji was saying that ki, to know Atma, we have to choose to know Atma. So if I have a Shraddha, I have a faith, I have a satsang, good satsang, I go and often regular, and I am curious, jigyasu. If these three things are there, is it different from the choice, what Swamiji was talking yesterday?
Yes.
Because he defined that.
Curiosity is not mumuksha. In fact, some people are having so much academic interest. Academic interest, curiosity is not mumuksha. Mumuksha means I want to be free with the help of self-knowledge. It's a bit serious, more serious about it. It is not that, oh, it gives me very intellectual stimulation. Many people study Vedanta for that. Initially, it will be like that only. Ah, very interesting. On the dining table or in the club, etc., you can discuss Vedanta also. Especially when you go abroad, no, that Americans, they will ask, oh, please tell me something about Hinduism. When you are not studied anything, you feel shy. So, but you have studied some Vedanta, then you can start. Something like that. So, it is very impressive. So, some people study like that only. And writing blogs. There is now a new fashion is person retires and afterwards he writes blogs. And that is his satisfaction. Oh, there many people read my blog. That is not Varana. What Swamiji said and what is said in Kathopanishad and Mundakopanishad also it comes. I consider Paramatma as the goal of my life, and since Paramatma can be attained only by knowing Paramatma, therefore I am trying to know Paramatma. Knowledge itself is not my end. Through knowledge, I want freedom. So Jnanam is not really Purushartha or a Mukshu. Moksha is the Purushartha. So am I connecting this teaching of Vedanta with the problem of my life? Am I seeing the connection between the two? That is very important. Then only commitment will come. Otherwise, what will happen? You will be pursuing this because it's interesting. People say that. In fact, they use the word, something a lot of fun. I tell this, Vedanta is not meant for fun. Here you can tell Swamiji in your class lot of fun. Swamiji also said, no, delighted. So I delighted all of you. But Vedanta is not meant for that. I did fun, but I have not come here for fun. I am serious about teaching. So I taught also something, I hope. So teaching also was there. So my point is that I am studying Vedanta not because it is interesting. People generally say like this, it's very interesting. Interesting it may be, but I am not studying it because interesting. Why? Because if you are studying Vedanta because it is interesting, then if you get something more interesting, you will drop Vedanta. That's what happens. That Swamiji at home we get sidetracked. Why? Because we find something more interesting. And it is when I connect it with my life, connect it with my this freedom bondage, then my approach. I don't require instruction from others. It happens. I want to be free by knowing Dharma. It's altogether a different bonding. All right. Yes.
Swamiji, 2 days back I wrote a question. Who is there in the gap between two Vritti Sandhi? Who is the subject? Is it Prajna or?
What do you mean by subject? What do you mean by the word subject?
The person who is witness to the blankness.
Witness is witness only, sakshi only. But the gap is a condition, and the consciousness conditioned by that particular gap situation is prajna. So the sandhi kala vishishta atma is prajna. Sandhi kala sakshi atma, sandhi kala sakshi is sakshi chaitanya.
Both coexist. Can you say?
Both are one only. Only we are seeing differently. Atma is called jivaha when you are seeing antakarana as the adjective to atma. When you are seeing antakarana as only upadhi, adjunct, then atma is called sakshi. So there is not two things. Prajna and sakshi are not two different things. Prajna is the name given to atma when you are including this karana sharira in your understanding of atma, I. This is one needs to know that is not sakshi and pramata or sakshi and jiva are two different things. It's only how you are looking upon atma, yourself. I am sakshi only. But when I include antakarana, body, mind, sense complex in me, I am called jiva. Otherwise, I am sakshi. Only way of seeing. Only the difference is only in your understanding about yourself. There is no physical difference.
Good evening. I want to find out if there are any books, which will help me to understand the difference in the different terminologies.
There are these different terminologies are used in Vedanta. There is a book, Vedanta Dictionary. One book is Ramakrishna Mission has published, Vedanta Dictionary. Other, I think maybe in Anaikatti we have that. No, that
Pujya Swamiji, yes, sir.
yeah. So you can ask in Anaikatti bookstore. They have a Vedanta Dictionary. So each word they have defined. All right.
Gopal.
Yes.
There.
There one. Afterward, there also. You wanted to ask something, no? Okay. First let him.
Namaskaram Guruji. You said after 2 years of course the person will be changed completely.
Completely, I don't change. I use words very carefully.
So what type of changes one can change in?
The perception about the life, perception about the priorities change. I don't say all will change. And all will change to some extent. Some will change little more. There will be a different, it's a variation.
So when that person will become a transcendental, complete transcendental.
We don't say that complete what is called complete change we don't have. transformation complete, we don't have it. Afterwards also, the person has to grow little more. We don't give guarantee that at the end of second year, you will be Jivan Mukta. We don't give any guarantee, we don't give. We take all guarantees, but we don't give. I think slowly people will drop the idea of coming. I am doing that so that those who are really want, they only will come.
Thank you.
Okay, you can give the other side. You will have good exercise.
Swamiji, you said that start with a prayerful life. And in many lectures, we also say that we are told that, or we know that meditation is important, the bhakti is important, and then calm, growth, mood, love, destroy all these things. But still, I'm sorry to say, as a child, it's still not clear for moksha what we have to do seriously. I mean, so many books of Vedanta. What is the prescribed method for moksha? I'm so sorry to say that.
No,
I don't
no
know.
problem. You can ask anything. See, we have prescribed route. We say, first you lead the life of dharma, and may you offer your action to the Lord. And after some time, when you have followed this life of offering of karma, which is called karma yoga, you bring in some upasana, meditation in your life. So follow karma yoga, follow upasana, you will get chitta shuddhi, you get chitta naishalyam. Then take this Vedanta listening more seriously. That time also you may be doing, but take it more seriously. And Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam you do, you get Dhanam, you get Moksha. But after saying this, generally I suggest, let there be one person as your guide at least for some time. Follow one person in your life. You can choose anyone, but I feel that personal guidance is very useful. For some people it may not be required, but if you have, then this type of question will be reduced. You can choose somebody as your guide. If you don't like to call him guru, you can call him as your guide. Like in corporate world also, there is a mentor is there. So it will be nice to have some mentor for some time. Not whole life you don't require. For some time you require, and if somebody is ready to guide, that person also should be available. If somebody is ready to guide, take his guidance or her guidance, and then you will have less problem. Because see, I am giving general answer. When I talk to you personally, I may suggest something specific. Like we have got general what is called antibiotics, and there are some specific antibiotics. There or not, there is specific also. Both are there, no? General and specific. So similarly, we have got the general and some specific sadhana for that person in that stage. So it would be nice if you can consult somebody in whom you can confide. All right, so I think we have. Is there anybody? Yes.
What is ego from Vedantic perspective?
Yeah.
What is ego from Vedantic perspective?
Ego is in a simple words, ego is the I notion that I am the doer, I am so and so. That notion is called ego. Technically, we call it. It is an entity, virtual entity, which is a combination of this self and non-self. Self and non-self are not really compatible. They cannot be combined. But they are as though combined. And because of that combination, one entity has come up. And that entity is called ego. In simple words, ego is the I notion that I am the doer, I am this, I am a man, I am a woman. All this sense of identity, it is called ego.
And the Brahman is also ego?
No. It's a fact.
Pranam Swamiji. I just wanted to ask you, the other day when you were describing your life journey, you said that in Brahma Kumari, there was an argument that if Brahman is everywhere, then how can one person kill another person? You said you got the answer for that afterwards.
I
What
got
is
the
the
answer.
answer?
Yeah, good question. Yeah. The answer is that Brahman is the basis behind this body mind sense complex. Brahman is a common denominator. Brahman is pervading all. But Brahman is pervading that body mind sense complex which has got variety. So this body mind sense complex has got some hatred towards that body mind sense complex. And therefore this killing, etc., beating, etc. happens. That is how it is. But the truth behind all of them is one and the same. Yes. It is not a Brahman doesn't kill, no. Nayam hantina hanyate. Brahman doesn't kill. Brahman is there behind the killer and killed. But Brahman itself doesn't kill nor it gets killed.
Swamiji, if I may ask the follow-up question, very respectfully, very humbly, what is their experience in a self-realization? Is like a light scene or some shock, or what's their experience? If it is possible to describe very briefly, please.
It is not something complicated. It's whatever I am expressing, that is, I am limitless Brahma. I, existence, consciousness, am limitless Brahma. We appreciate very intimately. It is no more a theory. That is what is called E is equal to MC square is a theory. But now it has become intimately appreciated. This is me. And based on that, we lead our life. And if there is anything against that, we try to drop it. Because of samskara, again the vision may be contradicted by the behavior, we drop it. It is not some mystical experience. You expect something something light will be there, big bright light came and we got realization. There is no such thing. There is intimate. The intimacy is there. That you understand this is it. Like certain things in your life you must have seen. That honesty is the right policy as a theory you had understood. But sometime in your life it happened that you were about to become dishonest and somehow you held on to the honesty and you were highly rewarded. Then it is now not a theory for you. It is a very intimate fact for you. I am just giving a relative example. Yoga is good for health, most of us know. But those who had some health issue and they did yoga and they can vouch for it, for them yoga is good for health is a fact. For others it is not a fact. Why? Because they are not doing. That very fact they are not doing, even though they know it, it means it's not a fully assimilated fact. I am just giving the relative example that how certain things can be a piece of information and something is appreciated as a fact. So that is how. So I am Brahman is a fact. That is called the getting jnana. Otherwise, for most of the people, it remains like a theory. Swamiji, we have heard this several times, but still it is a theory. When you are ready to guide your life, your grahana and tyaga, your adopting things and dropping things is based on this vision, then it is a fact for you. When your life is guided by this understanding, your life is expressed based on this understanding, then it is called having it fact, then it is called having it as knowledge, wisdom. Better word we use the word wisdom. Okay, so we'll conclude. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari